Hi, good people. Welcome back to Celeste Gentle Corner. My name is Celestine and I'm your host. This is a space where I do share my reflections. I also do share light conversations. I also do share just ordinary day-to-day life lessons. And today is one of those days that I want to share one of the reflections that I've had. It's something that I've been pondering over, it's something that I've been thinking, as I grow. So I want to welcome you to, engage with me in this conversation in the comment section. I also want to invite you to share with your friend, friend or two. I also want to invite you to subscribe and let's grow together. Yeah. So as I said, there's a concept that I've been pondering about, and this is the concept of traveling light. I know, my ladies, this is something that we have been accused of. Sometimes you could be traveling just for a 2 day, a 2 day trip, maybe out of town, and you find yourself packing like maybe 3 suitcases, and when you reach there, half of those, whatever you have packed, whether it's clothes, whether it's I don't know what, you find yourself that you have not used them. So I have been thinking about this in relation to just this journey of life. And I have discovered, at least for myself, there are things that are not necessary, that I don't want to move forward as I grow older. I'm on a slippery road to 40, and yeah, I am headed there. I can see it from afar. It's somewhere there. And I've just been thinking, they say life starts at 40, and I was just thinking, I don't want to get there and start life with the baggage that I've carried along the way, with the baggage that I've carried in my teenagehood, young adult, in my 20s, in my 30s now. So I've just been thinking, what am I learning? What have I learned along the way? What am I unlearning? What I'm not carrying along with me? So that is what I want to share with you today. I want to share my findings on what I have found out that I'm letting go, that I'm not moving forward, that is not helping me along the way. And I have a list. I hope today I don't forget. I hope I don't forget any, the things that I've planned to share with you. So one of the things that I am not moving forward with and I choose to let go is the fear of what will people say. Yeah. And that is kind of fear that can grip you, that can make you live for people. It can make you make choices that are not aligned with your values. It can make you just live life that is not defined by you, but defined by maybe the society, maybe defined by your parents, maybe defined by your spouse, maybe defined by your church. But I have stopped to think about really what matters to me. I have stopped along the way to look deeply inwardly and just find out what really aligns with what kind of life do I want to live, or what kind of life am I living. So I have stopped to think about that, and I have decided that going forward, I am making choices according to what feels okay with me, according to what feels okay with the values that I'm living, according to what aligns with the life that I want to live. So I also welcome you to reflect on your life. I also welcome you to just think about how are you living your life. What are some of the choices that you have made that don't align with your life? What choices have you made that do align with maybe the kind of life that you live? Or are you just living because maybe this is how the society expects you to do? Are you just moving in life and making even big moves, but that aligns to what is expected of you? So yeah, supposed to think. And I also invite you to live a life that is authentic. When you stop fearing about what will people say, you become authentic to yourself, and you also become authentic to the people around you and even the society at large, and even become a better person because you're not pretending, you're not, you are living fully you. So number two, what I'm also choosing to let go is the fear, not really the fear, is the savior mentality. And what do I mean by the savior mentality? The savior mentality, especially when you're a firstborn, maybe, you feel like you want to help everyone. You feel like you need to be everywhere. You feel like you are available, your resources are available. Your advice is needed somewhere. Sometimes even your advice is not needed. Sometimes maybe your help is even causing more harm than good, because according to you, you feel like if you don't do it, no one can do it. So I'm choosing to let go of that. I'm learning that people have their own lives. I'm learning that I am human being. I have a limited capacity as well. I am limited. I am not a savior. I am limited in my own ways. I am limited in my thinking. I am limited in my advice. I'm limited in my resources. My energy is limited. So I am choosing just to help within my boundary. I am choosing to give within my boundary. I am choosing to be available within my boundary, within my capability. I am not being everywhere. I am not being, I am not setting myself on fire just to make sure that somebody else, is warm, or I am not breaking my back, you get, um, to help, or maybe to be somewhere else. I am choosing to, I'm still to still help, to still be there for people, to still be kind, but within my capability and within my ability. So that's one of the things that I'm letting go. The third thing that I'm checking out of my bag is, the need to explain my no. Yeah, I feel like I don't need to explain my no. That no is a complete sentence. It's something that I'm learning just now as I grow older, that I don't need to, maybe somebody has put in a request for me and I'm not able to meet that request. I'm not able to give of what is required. I don't need to go around the corner. I don't need to feel guilty of saying no. That no is a complete sentence. Yeah. So I think this is related to the first two. Sometimes you don't want to say no. You feel like you let this person down. So either way, whether you have let that person down or not, if it's not within your ability, you don't need to explain your no. Yeah, at least that's what I'm learning, and that's what I'm picking, that my no is a complete sentence. So number four on the list, we are going faster. Number four is comparing my life to other people. I think someone said, or is it the wise men say, that comparison is the thief of joy. And I do agree because I've experienced this. There's a season where, especially in my younger years, there's a season where you would you look at maybe your schoolmates, you look at maybe your colleagues, you look at your village mates, and when you turn to the left, somebody has grown, somebody has done this, and you feel like, oh my god, I need to be there. When you check on social media, which is not also helping, you log into Instagram, somebody has built a multi-million mansion, and you're wondering, okay, what am I doing wrong? You're wondering, what am I not doing right? So I think what I'm learning to do is to walk my journey again. I'm learning to map out my vision. I'm learning to map out where I want to be. I'm learning to map out how I want my life to turn out. I'm learning to just live my race. I'm also learning to discover, why am I here. I'm learning to discover, who am I. I'm learning to discover what matters to me, what are the things that matter to me, and in that journey I do find that you will find that when you sit with yourself, when you adjust myself a bit, you'll find that when you sit with yourself and when you map out your life, when you look at the things that are tailored to you, I can use that word loosely, the things that are tailored to you, you will find that everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own preference, everyone has their own timing. So if you do compare yourself with others, it means you'll be wanting to run your race, you'll be wanting to run your friend's race, you'll be wanting to run your sister's race, you'll be wanting to live a life that you have not even mapped out for you, live a life that completely is maybe not aligned with your why, it's not aligned with your purpose on this earth. So I'm learning to define the things that matter to me. I am learning to define my goals. I am learning to also evaluate. If I have to compare, I just compare, where was I yesterday, where was I 5 years ago, where was I yesterday evening, and where do I really want to go. I compare my plans and against my actuals. Those are the things that I'm learning to compare. Those are the things that I'm learning to focus on. Not to say that I don't look at people's lives. I do look at people's lives just to, to celebrate people as well, to celebrate my friends, to celebrate what God is doing in their lives, and also to learn a thing or two. Yeah, listen, to learn a thing or two, not to say now that I'm wallowing in complaining about and telling God, oh, why does so and so has this and I don't have. I've had a season of that. I was in a season where I was doing that. I was in a season where I wasn't even sleeping because I was like, oh my God. I have passed through that season. But now I'm learning that everyone has their path, yeah? And it is what you define for you. And it is, you focus on what you want, you focus on achieving how you want your life to pan out. So that's what I'm focusing on now. So other than that, I think we've talked about the fear of what will people say. We are leaving that behind. I'm leaving that behind. What did I say again? The savior mentality. I'm not a savior. I am not dying for anyone. Yeah, there's someone who already did that for everyone. I am not explaining my nose. I will just say no, I'm not able to come, and that's a complete sentence. Yeah, and I'm no longer comparing myself with other people, because I have different goals in life. I am built differently. I have different capabilities. So what I need to focus is what is within me. Focus on my capabilities, focus on making them better, and focus on what I really want, and build that. I don't need to focus on someone else's journey, because their journey is different. I can be inspired by their journey, but not to compare and make me wallow in my own journey. So the last one that I'm also letting go is the strong woman mentality. This one is really close to me because I think for a long time, when somebody calls you strong, you feel like, yeah, that's nice. But what I'm really learning about strong woman, I think, at least according to me, it's really synonymous with suffering, that you're able to endure suffering, you're able to endure, just bad things. So I'm learning not to be a strong woman. I'm no longer a strong woman. Yeah. And for me specifically, what that meant for me is that I'm not able to ask for help, because why no? Why should I ask for help? Yeah, I'm a strong woman. I'm a strong African woman. Yeah, I can take it all. I can do it all. I can multitask. I can take all. But no, I am not doing that anymore. I'm not a strong woman. I'm just a human being. Yeah, so I'm learning to ask for help while at it. I'm learning, just like I said before, I'm learning to say no. I'm overwhelmed, I cannot do that. I'm learning to say, oh, I don't have the capacity to talk about that. Yeah. I'm learning not to take everything, you see, like everything is being dumped at you. I'm learning that I am not strong. I'm just a human being. I can break down sometimes, I can cry, which is was really, I'm learning to be vulnerable, yeah, because for me, asking for help was a sign of weakness. Breaking down was a sign of weakness. Enduring things was a sign of being strong, but it's no longer. So I'm letting go of that. I'm learning just to, I'm learning that I'm a human being. I need to ask for help. I need to take breaks. I don't need to, work 24 hours. I'm learning to also rest. That rest is part of self-care. So that is my list. Let me know what you are unlearning, you are letting go. Please share. Share in the comment section. And yeah, let's see you in the next video. Bye bye.